Financial Services Committee Chairman Patrick McHenry has made it clear that crypto regulation is a key part of his agenda in this Congress. To help usher his plan along, he's formed a new subcommittee dedicated to setting new rules for the crypto industry. And joining us now, Congressman French Hill. He will chair the Financial Services newly formed Digital Assets, Financial Technology, and Inclusion Subcommittee. And we've heard that things like, in finance, we don't know about blue states, red states. We just know green. Why on earth is crypto, people go into both corners depending on which side of the aisle they're on, Congressman? What does that come from? Why do you need convincing of one side or the other? If you want to do this, the Democrats aren't going to want to do it. I know it. I can see it coming.
Well, Joe, good morning. It's good to be with you. I think there's an opportunity for bipartisan work here on creating a regulatory framework around digital assets. I think for two reasons. One, you're right. There are some Democrats that think anything associated with blockchain or cryptocurrency is just money laundering and a way to have bad behavior. On the other hand, there's some Republicans that think the future is decentralized finance and that digital assets are critical. I think we bring them together because blockchain is an important innovation area. We want that technology to be done here in the United States. We want a regulatory framework that's transparent for developers, investors, and potential consumers as people try to prove a use case. And finally, we want to make sure that people have a full transparency of that. And so I think that will bring Democrats and Republicans together for both law enforcement reasons, if that's what their top issue is, or for innovation and financial technology reasons.
Congressman, do you think we need to follow the money? Do we need to see who gets disintermediated, whether they have big offices on K Street and don't want this to happen? I won't mention any names, but obviously there's a lot of industries that probably are loath to think of a future with decentralized finance.
That's true, but look, blockchain right now is an emerging technology. There are industries all over our country that are looking at how can blockchain or a distributed ledger be useful in their business to cut down on agency costs. And those don't always have to be completely disruptive. They might be more gradual as that innovation takes place. I mean, right now, for example, I love the comment the other day where somebody said a transaction using Bitcoin takes so long my coffee is cold. So this is not right now a technology that's ready for prime time in a real-time payments industry, but we want to make sure that America is the place for innovation in fintech, and blockchain and distributed ledger technology is part of that fintech future.
Well, it has real consequences to not have a framework in place. And, I'm not saying that Sam Bankman-Fried didn't bring it on himself, but we certainly enabled some of that to be offshore. And I mean, it's going to help. It's going to help the industry, and it's going to help the technology if Congress could get its act together. Do you think there should be a spot Bitcoin fund? That's not going anywhere now either.
Yeah, so that's what we want to explore with this Digital Assets Committee. I think you'll see us look at a privacy law, a federal privacy law. I think you'll see us consider a stablecoin bill that we made progress on in the last Congress with work from our leader, Patrick McHenry, on the committee, and then Chair Maxine Waters. I think you'll see us explore what are the ramifications for the securities market and work with the Agriculture Committee in the House and Senate on the commodity aspect of it, trading the coins and running, how should the exchanges be overseen. All that's on the table, and all that's going to be a priority for this year.